should we start small or should we just go nuclear? What do you think?
Let's start small.
Let's start small. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing I had wasn't very small. We're going nuclear.
Let's do it.
The Holocaust was just Hitler's truth.
Oh, buddy.
I went straight for it. I'm sorry. Well, let me unpack that a little bit.
Go for it.
If there is no truth, if there is no objective standard of morality, what are you going to say that what Hitler did was wrong? Now, and here's the funny thing, especially if the scientific method is the only source of truth, Hitler appealed to Darwinian evolution as the reasoning for why he was trying to kill Jehovah's Witnesses, Jews, and Gypsies to make the human race better.
And homosexuals in that too.
Absolutely, yeah. And so who are you to go against Hitler's truth? He's just trying to make humans better. He's just trying to make the race thrive better and be better.
That's altruistic.
Yeah, he's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And if truth is relative, well, that's just his truth. If there's not something we can appeal to say he's wrong, he can't be wrong. It's like playing a football game with no rules. If I throw an interception,
it's not an interception. It's not wrong. Well, it's not bad. I shouldn't say it's not an interception. It is an interception, but we have no standard by which to call interceptions good or bad. They just happen.
And more so, if there's no rules or anything, it doesn't really matter what the point of my play is. I'm not trying to score touchdowns necessarily, or if I am, it doesn't really add up to anything because there'd be no scoreboard, essentially.
And nor does it matter whether or not the other team intercepted the pass, because if there's no purpose to the game, how would they know to take off running toward the other end zone?
Yeah, they could just run to the sidelines.
Or just
locker room.
Or catch the ball and
sit.
Punch a hole in it. I mean, how do you like how do we don't know what to do?
Yeah, just sit on the ball.
Right.
It's like that's a bad move. What do you mean bad move? There's no rules of the game.
Right. And
so if we apply that same concept to the way we live our world, which again sounds crazy, and that's the point, that it's not really a worldview you can live out and understand to its logical conclusion. So if moral relativism is true, Hitler didn't do anything wrong. He was just living what he felt was right. He was just living his truth, man. And why are you stepping on Hitler, man? He's just trying to live.
Got a point there. And that's actually what the Nazi lawyers appealed to in the Nuremberg trials. They went the moral relativism route, and it was genius. It actually halted the trial, because that's what they appealed to was, hey, these Nazi soldiers did not do anything wrong. Who are you Americans to come over here with your culture and your standards and come over here and impose them on Nazi soldiers? They were just simply carrying out orders and following the culture in terms of persecuting and killing Jews.
Yeah.
That's what they appealed to.
And it stopped the trials.
Stopped the trial because it made sense. If moral relativism is true, it made sense. We're just following orders. This is how we conduct ourselves morally here. I'm just blending in with the crowd. This is what we do here. We gas and exterminate Jews, and you just fall in line. That's just how it goes. You know, until Robert Jackson comes along and he says, wait a second, no, I'm not buying this. Doesn't make sense. There is a law above the law of culture that says that gassing Jews is wrong.
Right.
And so he appealed to a moral standard beyond that of culture, beyond that of self, beyond that of community, and said, no, these are human beings created in the image of God. I'm not sure if he actually said that or not, but that's what he was appealing to. That these are human beings with intrinsic value because they've been created in the image of God. And that's why gassing them was wrong, regardless of what you felt about them.
Yeah.
And they actually kicked the trials back into gear, and those soldiers were prosecuted.